My name is Natasha Bernard, and today I will be speaking to you about stress and how it affects your body and some ways to manage it. Stress is a state of mental or emotional strain from demanding situations or circumstances that happen daily, and there are ways that it can be prevented. One way is exercise. You can exercise daily if it's just a brisk walk to relieve some stress. Breathing is very good as well. And also just walking away sometimes from a situation, especially if you're working and you're working on a project and you get really stressed out. You can just sit it down and step away from it, go get some coffee, water, and then come back. And just sometimes just getting up and moving away from your situation can help. There are some terms as well that goes along with some stress that I like to explain to you, and one of them is optimism, which is hopefulness about the future. Um, there is hardiness, and that is when you endure difficult situations. And another is self-efficacy, is belief in succeeding in specific situations or a task. And then also stress can affect different parts of your body. The number one part it can affect is your heart and your cardiovascular system. It can cause a heart attack. It can stop the blood flow of your heart. You get so tense. Sometimes people forget to breathe, and it affects your heart. A lot of worry and all that it's not very good for your body. It can break it down a lot, and at a long period of time it breaks it down, and it causes chronic stress, which can damage the cardiovascular system, and also it could cause death. It could lead to a heart attack. So that's one thing it can do for your cardiovascular system. Your hormones, it can cause cortisol. It increases the level, and it can cause weight gain. Like I said before, I'm a fitness instructor part-time, so therefore I see a lot of people that are stressed that have extra weight gain that is due from stress, and it's coming from the cortisol level that is increased from stress. The nervous system, it can affect your digestive, and it can affect your immune, and where you can't fight off any type of illness because your body is just so broken down from being under so much stress, and it's not good for you at all, because you need to have your immune system built up so you'll be able to fight off any type of illness. And that's why we try to alleviate stress from our body. I know it's hard because we all deal with different stress issues, but trying to not be stressed out, it really affects our bodies, especially when it comes to being sick and ill, things like that. Stress in the work, I have deadlines that I have to meet daily, and it causes me to be stressed out. So what I tend to do, I tend to prioritize my work, so I know what's more important for me to do a day in my daily task, and I work from the top to bottom. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you still get stressed out over it, because we have quality we have to meet. We have an adherence goal. We have average talk time we're on the phone, and that can be very stressful, because when you are on the phone with a member or a doctor's office, you don't know how long you're going to be on the phone with that individual. You could be answering millions of questions, and you don't want to rush them. You don't want to seem like you're rushing, and that can be very stressful because it affects your personal goals that you have to meet every quarter. So that's stressful in the workplace on a daily basis when you're trying to meet your individual personal goals so you can get a high score on your review. Another thing is when you stress like that at work, with deadlines, get up and walk away if you can from your desk. Sometimes it's easy to do, sometimes you don't have the ability and the flexibility to do that. But if you have to take a break, you can get up and try to avoid what is really causing the stress that you're dealing with. Because some stress, can be prevented. You just have to, it all depends on the situation that like I said, you're dealing with. Um, an unsuccessful stress story that I have on my part, it's not work related, it's very personal. I was dealing with my father. He was very sick. He had lung cancer and he had passed away. And I had a hard time dealing with his death. And I was having a lot of stress trying to bury him and get his funeral arrangements together, getting the family together. Everything fell on me. It was very unexpected. I mean, we knew he had lung cancer, but we didn't know he was going to pass away that quickly. With that being said, everything fell on me, and I was trying to balance working 2 jobs, my family, and dealing with all of that. And I ended up having really bad anxiety, and I had a panic attack. Did not know what it was. It scared me, to death, because I have never experienced that before. And that all came from stress. I went to the doctor. My blood pressure was up a little bit, and it was manageable, and I got it under control, but it took a toll on my body. So that was very unsuccessful for me at that point in time in my life, and it was very scary. And I try not to get myself to that point anymore, because it's just not very good for you. It's not very good for your body. It's not good for your heart, and it's not good for your hormones. Or I couldn't find. I was wondering why I stayed so sick all the time, and that was the reasoning, because it was my my nervous system was shutting down, because I couldn't fight off anything, because I was so stressed out over everything. Another way to try to manage stress, I talked about before, was breathing, taking a walk, exercise, changing the situation if you can. You can also do a stress journal, and I find that it is helpful to write some things down. When I say a stress journal, you can write down what caused you to be stressed out, how you felt physically and emotionally from your situation, how you acted in response to it, how you felt, how you reacted to your situation, how you reacted to the stress, and what you did to make yourself feel better. That can try that and see if that would help your stress level any. I hope this presentation has been helpful for your stress, and go out there and get a nice walk in if you get stressed out, and breathe, and have a good day. Thank you.